Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel Budgeting Dutch. So in today's video I want to talk about our financial goals for 2020, which we set at the beginning of this year, and see where we're at this moment. So I think it's very important to set financial goals, and it doesn't necessarily have to be at the beginning of the year. You can make them anytime you want. But it is so motivating when you know where you want to be in a year from now or a couple months from now, because you're going to make your decisions based on that. Me and my husband sat down at the beginning of this year and made these goals. So I strongly advise that when you are sharing your finances with someone, so your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, make your financial goals together. You can support each other and you can cheer each other on. You know, that is just really nice. Okay, so I really believe that you won't achieve something if you don't make it a priority, if you don't set a goal. You're not gonna just magically get there. And it is important to check upon your goals every once in a while and see if you have to make adjustments. And those adjustments can be adjustments in your spending habits, but it can also be changes you have to make in your goals, because things happen. And especially now with this pandemic going on, there will be a lot of people who are going to realize, I'm not going to be able to reach my financial goals this year. And that is frustrating and it's not a nice feeling. But your goals that you're setting at the beginning of the year, they are not set in stone. They can change, because there's nothing more frustrating than trying to achieve goals or trying to reach goals you know you'll never be able to achieve. You're just gonna give up. That can also be a goal. Use my savings to pay for my essential spendings and not get in debt. I think that is a very important goal. Not get in debt. Because if you're making a promise to yourself, despite everything that's going on, I'm making a promise to myself, I will not go in debt for this. I think you'll come up with more creative ways to make extra income or to spend your money more wisely, you know, stretch your money a little bit more. You'll be so much better off if there is zero on your bank account but not any debt than the people who have debt. Then that is a great financial goal to have right now, and that will be the mature thing to do right now. Talking about mature, let's take a look at my financial goals and see if we can color them in with my daughter's Minnie Mouse coloring case. I don't have any other coloring pencils laying around at the moment. Okay, so I just made this because at the beginning of this year I just wrote down our financial goals in a little notebook. So I knew what they were, but I thought I needed a way to track them. So I made this. So these are all our financial goals, and as you probably can see, they're in Dutch. Because I am Dutch, I'm sure you can hear it. And yeah, we're just going to see where we're at the moment for each goal. So I'm going to remove this one because we need the rest of my budget binder to see where we at the moment. Let's see. Okay, my first financial goal is 10,000 euros in our buffer, and we reached this goal at the beginning of March of this year, but I knew city taxes were coming along, so we needed to pay that, and I was planning to pay that from our buffer for this year because we didn't have any other savings for that at the moment. But instead of paying 1,300 euros, in March, I arranged that we could pay half in March and the other half in April. So I could pay that with just our normal income, and I didn't need to touch the buffer for that. We achieved this goal. Let's see how much was in this savings account at the beginning of April. What is it here? Our buffer account was at 10,065 euros. So yay, we reached that. Now, let's get this coloring case. 10,000 buffer. I'm thinking blue, not green, blue. Let's see. Right. There we go. Okay, our, I should say, excuse me, our second, no virus here, I hope. Our second goal was paying off our loan for redoing our backyard. So we actually lended the amount from my parents, and this month my mother said, it's okay, you don't have to pay me back anymore. Use the money that was that you still owed to plaster your shed in the garden, so then the garden is entirely finished. And yeah, she really wanted that. So we still needed to pay 500 euros, but we used that money to plaster our shed, and it's beautiful now, and I'm so happy. But yeah, thanks to having a great mother, we also achieved this goal. Backyard, green, right? Yeah, I'm thinking green. So that is another goal achieved. I know I'm speaking from a very fortunate position where we don't have any income loss. We are not afraid we're going to lose our jobs. So I know it must be so frustrating for people who are going through this and who are seeing their, know they have to readjust all of their financial goals. So already 2 goals achieved this year. And let's go to our next goal, which is a 2,500 big expenses savings account or sinking fund. So I didn't want to have all kinds of different sinking funds for like one for car maintenance, one for holidays, one for whatever you come up with. I just wanted one savings account which we could pay all those expenses from. And the original goal was to get that account up to 2,500 euros, then stop saving for it. But every time we would spend money from that account, our first priority would be to get that back up to 2,500 euros. But now I don't see 2,500 euros is enough. You know, we're going to need a new car in the near future. We want to do some more home improvements. That are just big expenses, and 2,500 euros is not going to cut it. So it's still a goal to get this up to 2,500 euros, but I want to keep adding to it. And I don't know with what amount I will be satisfied. No idea, but I just know for sure 2,500 euros is not enough. So as you can see here, big expenses. At the beginning of this month, it was 480 euros. But as I mentioned earlier, we plastered our shed, and that was 545 euros. And instead of waiting when we would have that amount, saved up, we just did it right away. So that is not how you do it, boys and girls. That is not how it should be done. That is not a good budgeting example, but we did it anyway. So we used the money on our big expenses account to do that. So it is at 0 at the moment. So yeah, can't color that in right now. Okay, next goal is to make an extra payment on our mortgage of 5,000 euros this year. And we made an extra payment of 1,000 euros in March. And so 1,000 euros. So we still need to do 4,000 euros this year. Fortunately, we're going to receive our tax refund in May or June. And that is about 3,000 euros. So I'm sure we can use some of that money to put towards our mortgage. And in the month of May, your employer pays you holiday pay. So that is, at least most employers do, almost everyone. And that is 8% of your yearly income. Yeah, or your yearly salary, I should say. So that is coming in May. So yeah, I'm sure we'll be able to make an extra payment in May or June. But for now, just one payment. So that is 2 blocks, right? Okay, mortgage. What color are we thinking? Orange? Yeah, orange. Okay, 2 blocks. Right? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Yes, 2 blocks. Okay, 2. Then our next goal is to make 1,000 euros extra income. And my husband is really into Marketplace. That's sort of Craigslist. Why am I keep closing this thing? Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. It's just, you know, selling stuff we don't use anymore, and sometimes he buys something with the intention of selling it for profit. And yeah, he's doing really great at that. So at the moment, I'm not entirely sure, but I think he already made 500 euros up to this point. So he's halfway there. So that is great. And now that is an example of, you know, setting financial goals together. It both gets you in this mindset of, yeah, we want to achieve these goals. And he's doing really great with the extra income, and I'm doing my best with budgeting and, you know, spending our money as frugally as possible. So yeah, we are really reaching our goals together. So since it's his thing, should we pick a manly color? Yeah, manly. What is manly? It is blue, but I already used this one. Dark blue. Very manly. I don't like the color red. So we can do it halfway. So not good at this. You know, if I'm afraid I'll go through the paper with these things. So I have to be careful. Yeah, halfway there. And then our main goal for in the future, we want to have a holiday home at the island of Texel in the Netherlands. And I think we'll be spending around 80,000 euros to 100,000, and we want to make 30,000 down payment on that. And we set a goal for saving 3,000 euros this year for that 30,000 euro goal. Okay. But we haven't started that yet, because this is our priority right now. We want to fill this in and then start saving for this one. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Now I can close it. So now it's the month of April. Of course, you can check your financial goals every month. I like to do it, you know, maybe once every 4 months, like I did now. So in that way you can really see your progress. And like I said, it is important to do that, because when you're setting these goals and you're going to look at the end of the year, if you reach them, you know, you won't be able to make any adjustments. I'm really pleased to see we already reached 2 goals. We are doing really well with our 1,000 euros extra income. I'm sure we'll be able to make it, because, you know, it's just April and we are already halfway there, and there are still 8 months left. And I'm really excited to see this one fill up, because I really want this one to be complete. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, if you want to follow me on my financial journey, on our financial journey, Please consider subscribing so you don't miss any videos. And I hope to see you in the next video. I think that will be my May budget. Yes, I think that will be our May budget. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!